Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battlegrounds Player's Guide, and I'm here to bring you the information you need to help you win with Maiev Shadowsong. So get comfy and let's dive in. First, let's talk about their hero power Imprison. This costs 1 gold and reads, make a minion in Bob's Tavern dormant. After 3 turns, get it with +2/+2. So what this means is when you hero power one of the minions in the shop, in 3 turns you will get it and it will get a buff of +2/+2. Not overly complicated, but often misunderstood by people who aren't familiar with Maiev and perhaps don't want to give her a try because it's just a barrier to entry. It's not overly complicated, and a couple things you want to do with her to really use it to the best effect is not use this as a buffing tool. Yes, it's nice if you're targeting a minion and later you're going to get it in 3 turns with those buffs. Of course you want that. You want the tempo that gives you, but really what you're using this for is for a tripling machine. You want to use this so you can take a minion that will be a triple and just kind of keep it out in limbo while you tier up. And then adjust at the right moment. When you tier to the tier you want, you get that triple and you're all set. No gold needed. You're just there and bam. It works really well, but it takes some time to get used to. So definitely play with it a little bit. Later in the game, you don't want to overly use this hero power because remember, there's only so much room in the shop. If you fill up a bunch of slots with that, with dormant minions, you're not going to get as many minions when you refresh that shop. So try to use it more sparingly later in the game. It is great to use for economy minions when you say you have a gold and there's nothing in the shop you really want. Let's say a free dealing gambler, hit it with that. A couple turns you get it, now you got 3 gold. Works pretty well. There's a lot of ways to finagle it. We'll get into more later. When tiering with Maiev, I will, without fail, use Reform Curve. The reason for that is you're great at setting up pairs and triples with this hero power. And let's say you've already got a pair at 5 gold, and in the shop, you see that triple. You don't want to buy it, you want to hero power it. Because if you hero power it on 5 gold and you already have a pair, that means you're going to get a tier 5 triple if you're following the Reform Curve. Same if you're on 6 gold and you have a pair and you see it and you hero power that minion. You will now get a tier 6 minion. So follow the Reform Curve, and if you play it right, you should be getting these key triples that really help build and make Maiev the power hero that she is. So when it comes to minions or strats, I like to play when I'm using Maiev, not really dependent on any one family or build. The beauty of Maiev is all you're really looking to do is use that hero power to build the triples for a 5 or a 6. If you triple into a 5 or a 6, that's what Maiev wants to do. So now that you have that 5 and 6, now you make the build based on that. Now, if you miss, if that triple is garbage or nothing useful, at this point, it's probably pretty late in the game and you're probably starting to hurt. So your best bet is to switch to tempo. Just get the best stats you can, take as little damage as possible, and hang around for as long as you can. You still can turn it into a win. It's just harder when you miss those first or second triple especially. Now, when it comes to countering Maiev, play it as a normal game of BGs. Just be aware that usually turn 8 and 9, that's their spike turn. That's where they're going to get their triple. So what that means is either they're going to miss the triple and get garbage, in which case you should be okay. They're going to get a strong triple, but it's one that takes time to develop, say like a Kaligos. If they get a Kaligos, you still have a couple turns to get the damage to make them weak, if not take them out right away. So that helps. But if it's something that, bumps their power, gives them good tempo right off the bat, now you're hurting. So there's not much you can do in that scenario. You should just be prepared for that turn 8 and 9 to really influence the game. It's all about the triples they find. There's nothing you really can do to play around that. So just keep an eye on what minions they seem to be running and counter that like you normally would. Real quick, if you don't want to miss the next guide and you enjoy these, please click subscribe. I know you hear it everywhere, but I like making these for people. I want to make sure they get them. So if you want to make sure you get it, please hit the subscribe button. Overall, Maiev is a ton of fun. I really enjoy playing her. The issue for most people is she seems very intimidating. The hero power, while not very complicated, can be played wrong. If you're using it purely for tempo, you're probably not going to have a very good result to your game. You probably play Maiev a lot and you're like, she never really does well. I always finish 6th or 7th with her. That's because you're just playing tempo. If you're setting up triples and then gaining some tempo, now you're in a much better position and you're enjoying those games and you're starting to see where Maiev really has potential, where you can say, oh, turn 9, turn 8, I've got a 5 and a 6, I'm all set. Look at that, I hit the best minions, now you're ready to go. You're watching other people you do this and you're like, how do they find these minions? How are they lining these up? It's with heroes like Maiev. It's using tricks like this. It can be very intimidating for people who don't know, but if you take the time to learn it, it's really worth it. It's definitely in your interest to figure this out. It's not that complicated. It just seems like it because you're not taking the time, or maybe you're just playing it completely wrong and you don't realize it, and it just doesn't seem to be working for you. So definitely spend some time with Maiev, figure it out. They're well worth it. If you get better at heroes like Maiev, you will be better at the game overall because it's going to teach you more about timing, tempo, and just getting things set up right. And yes, sometimes things just don't go right. You will set up all the triples in the world, they'll all be garbage, and you'll lose. Don't be discouraged if that happens to you. Recognize it for what it is. Just RNG's has kicked you. You can't win some days. Stay tuned, I have more guides on the way. I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Bye.